Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Managing diabetes means treating the whole patient, not just blood sugar.
Today is the last day in February for you to hear 15 diabetic-friendly minutes on VOB. Compliments the Barbados Diabetes Foundation.
So what's happening on the show for the last day of February?
In today's show, what are you talking about today, Dr. D?
I thought today that we'll talk a little bit about the foot.
Dr. Diane Bradford talks about your feet and what you can do to make your feet happy.
I want my feet to be happy.
All this and more with the compliments of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, the Barbados Diabetic Ice Screening Program, and the bank that wants to put you on better footing when it comes to your financial health. Republic Bank.
Dream a dream and watch it become a reality. You can do anything. Pull up a chair, come sit and come share with Republic Bank. You can do anything. Yes, we're the one for you, making dreams come true. We're the one for you, your partner for life. We're the one for you, Republic Bank.
In 2026, for podiatry, diabetic eye screening, and vascular services, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center is your #1 choice for the best diabetic services at the best price. If you are diabetic or pre-diabetic or would just like to get your numbers checked, diabetes doctors, nurses, a dietitian, and a range of health professionals are available to serve you. Just call 417-0305 for the Maria Holder Diabetes Center located in Warren St. Michael, saving your life and saving you money. But members get 10% off.
Good morning, VOBers! We are all gathered here this Saturday morning to mourn the passing of February, cause today is the last day of February. So if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic and you have not been to the Maria Holder Diabetes Center located in Warren St. Michael behind you, this gives up our clinic, you need to make sure you do it in March. Or even if you aren't diabetic, but you are supposed to pass and check your health numbers, march yourself in March straight to the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. But there's a new initiative that I want to take some time this morning to tell you all about, the Workplace Wellness Program for staff and executives that is being launched by the Barbados Diabetes Foundation and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. As NCDs and diabetes continues to be a major public health concern, this corporate wellness initiative aims to promote awareness, early detection, and healthier lifestyle choices within your company's workforce. Remember that healthier employees means a stronger workforce, and investing in employee health leads to increased productivity and many other benefits. So by offering one of these packages to your employees, your organization demonstrates its commitment to community health and the national effort to combat diabetes and NCDs. And who doesn't want to do that? For more information on corporate wellness packages available or to book a session, contact the Barbados Diabetes Foundation at 417-0305 or email info@barbadosdiabetesfoundation.org. Make a difference today. Listen out for General Manager Marshall White on the show soon to give you some more insight on that initiative. As we continue to give you health information this morning, it's time for another exciting episode of Mythbusters starring Marshall White. You listen to VOB, you're drinking a lot of fruit juices? Well, you need to listen to this. It's Medical Mythbusters!
You feeling sore?
Somebody tell me.
That's what they say.
Oh, you see it on the internet? But what really is the real truth, though?
This is Medical Mythbusters with GM Marshall White. The truth is here.
Well, Alfonso, I notice you drinking very much sweet drinks when the day come.
Mildred, this is not sweet drinks. This is fruit juices. You don't know the difference between fruit juice and sweet drinks?
There got a difference?
Well, Mildred, fruit juice healthy and safe. I got the vitamins and things and good for you. Not like sweet drinks.
Well, I ain't so sure about that, yeah. Let me find out what General Manager Marshall White got to say about fruit juice.
So let's talk about fruit juice. Is fruit juice healthy and safe for people living with diabetes? Even 100% fruit juice lacks the fiber of whole fruit and it causes rapid spikes in blood sugar. It should be limited or avoided by people with diabetes, especially if not paired with a meal. So if you are going to drink juice, try to drink it with some protein, a whole meal. That will help to reduce the spike. And always, it's better just to drink plain water.
So be careful, people, with all of that fruit juice that you have been drinking. As we go from one F topic, fruit, to another F word, your feet. What have you done for your feet lately? Dr. Diane Bradford wants to know, and she is not a woman that has her foot in her mouth, so she is going to be speaking about feet this morning. This is Dr. D.
I thought today that we talk a little bit about the foot. I wouldn't say necessarily always challenged, but I'm always intrigued by the diabetic foot because there's so much that goes on in it, and I think that there's so much that people don't actually realize. So remember that we have now expanded our services in the foot clinic, and I'm going to call this little tidbit the Foot Corner. So welcome to the Foot Corner. We are a podiatry-led foot team. Then of course we have our nurses, Nurse White, Nurse Bassoon, and Nurse Bascom, who can help you with the queries, as well supported by your doctors, me, Dr. B, Dr. Lovell. So I wanted to talk about common foot deformities because people don't think about this. People look at their feet and just assume, oh, that's just how I am. So first of all, you have something called hallux valgus, and this is when almost like the big toe or your forced toe starts to bend inwards, and sometimes you get like a little bit of a bunion and that kind of stuff, and people think no problem at all. No, if you leave it untreated, the deviation can get kind of more and more, and it can actually cause a problem whereby you have crowding of the toes and then the toes overlapping each other. Another common deformity is something called a claw toe. Bend your finger like a little claw, and you can imagine what I mean. So that's abnormal bending, or what we call plantar flexion of the front part of the toe, also the back part as well of the toe. Then they have something called hammer toes, and this is when the bending becomes even more, and you'll find the toe literally almost like hits into the ground. We call that hammer toe, and usually when it reaches this stage, the toe actually can become almost a little bit rigid and not straighten back out as easily. You will also find that the top of the toes will become what we call prominent, or they'll be like sticking up in the air, and we call that prominent metatarsal heads. And I'm saying all of these things because they're relevant, because what happens is when you put a foot with a deformity into a normal shoe, you're at an increased risk of getting callus, bruises, and ulcerations. And in its worst scenario, we're thinking about something called a Charcot foot or a rocker bottom foot, and that's when the foot actually loses some of its structure. So many of these things are due to nerve injury, which can happen over a period of time due to high blood sugars. It's also due to changes in the muscle and tendon structure that can happen in the foot. When you have diabetes, the higher sugars can cause stiffening of the tendons, and therefore you can have these kind of changes with very stiff shortened tendons pulling on the toes and pulling them into abnormal positions. And then you can also find that you're suddenly developing a high arch, and as we said with the Charcot foot, that's when you have severe nerve loss. You may actually find that the arch actually drops completely. The other thing that I like to remind people is that your foot as you age is not the same foot that you had when you were 25 in terms of its shape, its size, its structure. So always make sure that you have correct footwear. If you're unsure what that correct footwear should look like for you, or if you need extra support or extra padding, please contact us in the foot clinic. We'll be able to advise you as to what you need so that you make sure that you are bearing the weight properly through your foot and you're not generating high pressure areas. If you need information, please feel free to visit us and to have a foot assessment, and we'll give you the best advice that we can give you and point you in the right direction so that you can continue to take care of your feet regardless as to what is happening with them presently or what has happened in the past.
Save the date! The must-attend event of the season is back in black and white. Join us for a fabulous evening in support of the Barbados Diabetes Foundation, a cause that matters, with a party you wouldn't forget. Jamming for a Cause comes off on Saturday the 28th of March, 6 p.m. at number 1 Millhouse Complex, St. Michael. You get a welcome drink on arrival, premium food, and live entertainment by top stars Philip Savin, Nikita, Jeremy Goddard, Chris Clark from 2 Mile Hill, Zucchini Innes on sax, Mikey Mercer, and more. Red carpet vibes, VIP lounges and tables are available, but please contact us ASAP to reserve for your corporate group. Donation $375 per person. This is a critical fundraiser, but also serious fun. Mark your calendars now. You don't want to miss this. A fundraiser in support of the Diabetes Foundation. Jamming for a Cause, Saturday the 28th of March, 6 p.m. Are you excited? The 28th of March next month, Mikey Mercer is going to be at Jamming for a Cause, so make sure you are there. And he's also our choice for Saturday Song of the Day. This is Mikey Mercer with A Blessing. Compliments the Maria Holder Diabetes Center and Republic Bank.
Look at what's happening here with you. Partying with all of the crew, that is a blessing. A blessing. All my people here with me. All of we is one family, that is a blessing.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
And it feels so good, so good. We together again, together again. It feels so good that all be together again, together again. Here we go. Every single day we must thank the Almighty that we are still around. And live we life to the fullest, cause we ain't got tomorrow but now. So call up all of the friends, let we link up and hold a vibe. We have any time or we live. Let's go. So bring the drinks. You know the next one on me and then we go drink the drinks. We drink it professionally. Everybody raise your drinks. It's a celebration in here. Everybody hands in the air. Look at what I'm in here with you. Partying with all of the crew, that is a blessing. That is a blessing. All my people here with me. All of we is one family, that is a blessing.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
It's time we heard from someone who has experienced the excellent services of the Diabetes Center, Mr. Henderson Brewster. Henderson, how long have you had diabetes?
31 years.
Tell us about your experience with the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
To me, the helpful. I ask a lot of questions and I get all the answers I want. It's like, I get information. I ask questions and I get information.
Did you find the staff receptive to all your questions?
Of course, yes. The doctor and the nurse.
And the advice you got from the Diabetes Center, did it help you to cope with your diabetes?
Of course, yes. And not only that, but they do lots of like blood work and stuff like that. It keep me on track. Knows what how body functioning, keep me on track.
So will you recommend persons who are listening visit the Diabetes Center?
It's best to do that.
Cutting-edge international medical services are waiting for you at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. If you are listening to VOB right now and you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, vascular screening, diabetic eye screening, dietitian consultation, and podiatry services can all be accessed by calling 417-0305. Make that call today. The last 15 minutes you heard on VOB was brought to you with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, and Republic Bank. Until next time.
Half of people living with diabetes don't even know it. Get screened, know your numbers.
Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done for just $100. Or members get 10% off. The Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program.
Dream a dream and watch it become a reality. You can do anything. Pull up a chair, come sit and
Holder Diabetes Center.